Welcome back to the Infield Breakdown series, where we break down a whole lot of infield in a detailed format from a short to long clip. You're going to see it all here, from day game, night game, car approaches, subway game, you name it, you're going to see it all here. Glad to have you back here. Now, what we have here in episode 29 is a little different here. I don't know if I want to call it asshole mode or something like that, but basically it's, you know what, kind of like don't put up with girl shit. Be challenging, and you're gonna see a bit of combination of like, I'm kind of like a dick, and then I push off, but at the same time too, it's building attraction, and then I kind of like, I'm kind of like I'm over, how should I say, I'm overloading her hard drive, her memory. I'm like, do I know this guy or like what? Anyways, I'm just cracking right into it. I'm gonna do fucking a lot of breakdowns on this one. It's pretty educational. There's 2 clips on here, and yeah, let's just get crack right into it.
No, seriously. I
Seriously. Sound like a mouse. Excuse me. Let me get a drink here. Can I get in here?
I talk like a mouse? Did you just insult me?
My intentions are always good. Pardon me, please.
Pardon you. Here, go there.
Okay, Mom. Now, reason why she said whatever the fuck she said, I was like, hey, excuse me, or whatever like that, and I was like, oh, you call me a mouse? It's not I'm trying to insult her, but I'm just throwing a little bait out there. I'm throwing a little hook out there. Now, what is that? It's basically something to grab her attention, and she caught onto the bait, so then I move forward, and then I take a step back, and then I'm like, I'm more calm, I'm more collective, and then I keep going, and then it goes back and forth as well. And so at a certain point, I get more aggressive, as well as still maintaining respect, and then move things forward that her friends, and then you'll see soon enough, her friend, she's like, oh, you guys know each other, and stuff like that, and then let's just do this. I mean, because honestly, like, look, check this out. If you're comfortable on whatever you're doing, they're gonna sense it, and if I'm assertive in this clip. The friend right next to her, she's like, you guys know each other? Because I throw out, hey, we used to date, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, no, but the friend believes me more than she believes her friend, at least momentarily. So watch this. We used to date. She's in denial. So, are you going to do your drink? Let's make it. She's just, deniability. Can we just scoot to the side? No. Just don't be in the mouth. That's fine. Can I get a drink?
I mean, I don't think he's bad looking.
Exactly. Let's see alcohol.
I feel sexual chemistry between the two of you.
Right? Exactly.
So I can't
Deniability,
say no.
right?
I
You
feel
feel
like
me?
there's something there.
Look at, hey,
Ouch.
it's just the beginning.
I'm just going to listen and not talk.
Right? She doesn't even...
Can you please back away?
You're...
I kind of feel like I should stand by her just to make sure she's okay.
Sure, yeah, definitely. If I can just get a drink up in here.
I don't know if I'm helping or hurting. I'm trying to read between the lines.
It's like a...
I want to say
So
hi to
hostile. I
you.
love it. Such hostile. I love it.
Such hostility. Hostility.
Hey, I've had one too many drinks. But like I said,
Yeah, you don't know. I can definitely tell after talking to you. You do not know.
your fault.
He does not know
Your
you.
fault. I don't wish.
I would be 5. 5. Well, it says right here.
Yeah, we are. Oh, of course.
Is it 3? Oh, shit. I thought it was 33. You help. 333. So 20 for every 100. 20, 40, 60. I would leave 68. 68 is what I would leave. 70 is definitely safe. It should say.
That's such a low tip.
That's 15%.
No.
And it's cocktails, not food.
That was another hook, another bait. They're talking about a tip, how much to leave. I was like, that's it. That's such a low tip. Well, she caught onto the bait. She's kind of slightly hooked. I'm kind of like, right now, you can say kind of pushing her buttons, but at the same time too, I'm testing. I'm texting. Like, I'm seeing how much friction I can go. And just keep going.
Bullshit. I've been a server.
Yeah, that's fine. You have to validate yourself.
Cocktails, not food.
That's fine.
She did more than enough. Period. I would never, ever be
Mama,
embarrassed.
who the fuck are you? Get the fuck away from me.
That is.
I apologize. That's my fault. Apologize. So what's your big choice? So much
That
facility.
is absolutely more than enough tip for a fucking drink. If we're just talking drinks, I would charge that and I would put 40.
Seriously. I feel so bad. I'm very sorry.
It's okay. I know it was no purpose.
Yeah, you feel me? That's like, I'm trying to grab a drink.
It happens. It happens.
Okay, kid. How's your night? Really? All right.
That's way too much.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Just sign the receipt. Somebody just signed the receipt. Is this complicated? Jesus Christ. Unbelievable.
$50 is fine.
How you doing?
$50.
Right?
No food, right?
I know. One bartender.
Here, let me help you.
Maintain your position.
You're fine, you good.
Yeah. Are we almost done here? Jesus Christ.
Why are you such a dick?
Because you're
Because
I'm over you.
because
I'm over you. I can't even look at you. Like literally, like,
Oh,
can
you
I order a
over me.
drink? Like, you have more space this way, and you're like hogging up the bar.
There's so much
No,
space.
like you've been here for like 20.
Do you even know him?
Do
Literally.
you even know who I am? Okay,
Not
so
anymore.
get the fuck out. Why are you being a fucking
So much
dick?
love.
Have a
Literally.
side call. He's in there on a side call. Tell him something.
Really.
You know him. I can tell.
She does. She's just like,
Big ass tip, bro. Fucking fat ass tip. Thank you for the cocktail.
that's your date?
Did you buy me this? Did you buy me this? You buy me this?
Final test. Oh, hey. Jesus Christ.
I'm Katie. Again, one more time.
No, she's not.
Can we save me from this?
Hey, don't touch me anymore. Jesus
Stop
Christ.
pushing me. You're fucking
I've never
cute.
touched you. There's cameras on us, so you don't want to get crazy right now. Too much negative energy.
Y'all gotta stop around me though, for real. Stop.
Yeah,
Please, I'm asking. Please.
out of respect.
I'm asking you to stop. Alright?
No, stay with me. You're fine.
I have no idea who this guy is.
I don't know either, but I'm asking everybody to
I'll take care
stop.
of that. Everything's fine. You give me your shit?
Let me grab it.
Don't even look at him, baby. He's giving you shit. I got you.
There's plenty of space here.
Well, you were in the space earlier. We're going to start it.
Yes. Jordan, can we have the card back?
What are you drinking? No, wait. What are you drinking? Stay with me. I already did this. I'm gonna have a glass. Margarita? Okay.
Thank God. Jesus Christ. It's like everybody wants the fire, but they can't have the fire. But I come with the heat. I'm like the 2-on-1 special. I'm kidding. Okay, briefly off of that set that just happened there. Look, you're at a bar, wherever you're at in the social environment, kind of like test the waters. You know, I challenge you to like, you know, instead of like going in there and introducing yourself. I'm challenging you to like try different things, try different styles, not just stick with this one thing. As in whatever you're doing is working for you, great. But I want to always, until the day I die, will always want to experiment on new things, different type of approaches, and every single thing regarding business with women here specifically. So, you know, someone may call this asshole mode. I'm calling this kind of asshole mode, but at the same time too, is like I want to see how much tension I can build, because I know from experience so much tension I built, sexual tension, just regular tension, I have flipped that and ended up pulling and closing a lot. And I can tell you that this might be in your eyes like, hey, you know what? Fuck, that's pretty tough or stuff like that. But honestly, until you try it, you'll know. So I challenge you, try different things, try different baits, try different, you know, things that work. As in, you know, be like, kind of be nosy, be that nosy guy, you know, because I'm telling you what, you'll send out a post to the guy that says like, hey, my name is Jeffrey. what do you do for work, opposed to you throw something out there, she's gonna be like, because at the end of the day, women want to talk about themselves, and as well, they want validation. So that's pretty much it. They're gonna try to validate themselves because they want to become the one in charge of the interaction. That's not gonna happen majority of the time with me, so keep that in mind. She walks away, cool, that's it. Got my drink, move on forward as well. Later throughout the night, here we go on the next set. This one's like right here, I'm having a conversation with one of my assistants, and he right here, she's right here, kind of starts interrupting. And to me, like, that's fucking disrespectful if you're gonna interrupt any conversation. So I kind of like push it out there. I kind of push a little bit too much, but at the same time too is like, hey, at the end, who won? We'll find out. What are you celebrating tonight? Where do you come from?
Where am I from?
Where do you come from?
I don't know. Honestly, right now, I don't know who I am.
Really? That's so impressive. I want to be like you when I get older. I'm kidding. You're so serious tonight. Why are you serious tonight?
Sorry?
Never mind.
What was that?
No, you're not social enough.
I'm not social enough?
Nah. You seem cool in the beginning, but I apologize for being judgmental. Yeah, think about like those three things like every single day, like honesty.
Worst.
Three things, honesty.
That was the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. That I'm not social.
How does that make you feel?
Horrible.
Yeah?
Because I always.
My intentions are always good as a side note.
And I didn't mean to be like unsocial. I really.
So notice that the frame, it's solid. I'm not fucking flinching. She's not gonna fucking break me. She's not breaking me. And as well, she's like, women are always gonna try to validate themselves so they can be like, okay, I won that interaction. But at the same time too, regarding the fact that as much bait as I throw, she's gonna keep validating herself. And at some point, yes, I could have stopped, but as I said, I'm testing new things. I'm testing new things out in the field. I'm seeing how much tension can I build. So keep that in mind, because I'm working on a certain thing. Even if you're just focusing, for the new guy watching this video, if you're focusing on opening, just focusing on opening as far as you could, and then transition to the next thing, you know, as well as too, if you know that you're opening pretty good and you can go something further, then do that as well. I know I can go further. I know I can lead with this girl. I know I can pull this girl. With the right amount of time, I can sleep with any girl, hands down. But I just need to have the right amount of time. And yes, I'll tell you, I could. With this girl, any girl, I could. It's just the amount of time. It could happen. But as I said, I'm working on just one single thing, and that's how much tension. And I built a lot of tension. And yes, I could have pulled back. So it's up to you what you're working on. But at the same time too, when you go out, try to throw a little bait out there. You know, I already challenge you, so keep that in mind.
Did not mean to be that kind of a
Maybe it's not your night tonight.
I'm sorry?
Maybe it's not your night tonight.
Yeah?
I don't know. Maybe it's possible to like reevaluate, like, why did I come out tonight? What are my intentions tonight? What do I want to get out of this night? I think about that all the time. I was telling you about that?
My intentions of going out tonight is to meet nice people, make connections.
Well, unfortunately, you're not here. Yeah.
So you're not even giving me the chance to meet you anymore?
Your chance was over 97 seconds ago. Yeah, it was really that you didn't introduce yourself.
You know what?
That's like the beginning. Like where I come from, that's a form of disrespect.
Let me
like, and you didn't even know where you're from. That's the reason why I was asking you that, because I was gonna bring that. You know what I mean? So it's different.
It's
how you
only
doing,
because I'm drunk, but let me tell you what.
No, but you look at. Don't blame that you're intoxicated. Like that's not an excuse. Like it's fine. You make the decision to get intoxicated before, and that's fine. To reach. Now, keep this in mind. Look, at this point right now, I could have stopped, but like I said, I'm focusing on the task at hand. And I've been, at this current time when I was filming this, I said, this is all I'm gonna work for, and I'm gonna stick to it. And I'm just letting you know, as I break this down, this is a great point where I could have stopped and transitioned smoothly into a pool. Simply, now how would I did that? I would have been like, okay, now I'm just teasing. By the way, hey, have you been inside? Boom, and simply just lead inside, down the elevator, off to get a bite to eat. And then from there, it would have been game over. But I wanted to just say focus on the task at hand and stuff like that, but just keep this in mind. If you push this hard, this is a great point at this point to stop, be back to normal, and then pull all the way to the end, simply. But look, apparently we got off on the wrong foot. We can start fresh if you like.
Okay, let's start fresh.
Yeah? What's your name? An American? Okay.
Nice to meet you. That sucks that I gave like the worst first impression ever.
Well, if we had an instant replay, I think it would be great. But unfortunately, we don't.
That sucks.
No,
Then I need to work.
it's too early to be sucking right now.
I need to work on myself though.
Why do you say that?
Because
Like, don't try to validate yourself
did
anymore.
not like my first impression, so.
Well, you just, first, I was always told by my mother that.
I do not like to come off as a bitch.
Oh, it's too late for that, babe.
And I came off as a bitch.
More than that.
Ooh.
But.
Burn.
I hear this is all in. I'm pushing aggressively. Okay, this is probably for the guys that have more advanced references out in the field. I'm not gonna say advanced, just guys that have more references. You guys can see I'm really pushing hard. The new guy watching this video, this disclaimer: if you're having a hard time opening or just saying in set, just stick to that right now. But this is an example that you can see as you get more experience. How you can just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. But I did show you a few moments ago that even if you push and push and push, there's a transition where you can stop and be like, hey, apparently we got off on the wrong foot. Allow us to start fresh. Francis, nice to meet you. Boom, your name. And then you pull or you lead. So keep that in mind. It's pretty fucking hot, to be honest. I'm kidding. Hi. Hello.
That sucks.
Leave me hanging like that?
Really does suck.
Okay. I'm creating a brick wall. So, moving forward, gotta think about like the three things.
I know, but it's
So it's like hook. Boom. It's like that's it.
I'm just trying to
Just
make
like
things
just
better.
throw the bait out there. Just throw the bait out there. That's it. That's all that comes out. Hi.
Hi.
You're still here.
Well, you know what?
It's too late.
I'm
Just
so
go.
sorry that
Don't apologize.
Just leave.
Just go. They're calling you. Just go. Go. Go back to the hole you crawl out of. Okay. Off the top, basically takeaways from this vid. Simply, let's take it from the very beginning. What I was working on when I was shooting this, I said basically I want to focus on tension. Like I want tension, not sexual tension yet. That's going to equal to it, but I want to build tension. I want to see how much bait I can throw. They're going to hook. This comes down to calibration as well, seeing the eye contact, see where they're at, me not flinching. That's a huge important factor. But I'm working on just throwing hooks and baits and see how quickly and how much I can push. Now, first interaction, the girl at the bar, that one, if I would have took one step back, it would have transitioned smoothly, but I just wanted to continue because I was on a mission that night and this is what I want to work on. Now, the guy that's watching this, you might say like, fuck, when do you stop? Well, if you have a structure when you're in game, and hopefully you do having this, I can relate to this very simply. Okay, my first year, trial and error. So I've been in the game 4.5 years. My first year, trial and error. Second and third year, structure. After third year, I transitioned from quantity, believe me, a lot of quantity where it was just like unattractive girls, worked my way up. But now, my third and my fourth year leading up to now, and we transition to quality, to quantity of quality, so I can have a handful of women that I want to have in my life due to the fact because I had a structure from 2 to 3, and that's what it comes down to. So if you have a solid structure, and what is a solid structure? Very simply, focus on one thing, maybe 2 things, and that basically 90 days, quarterly, 3 months, and then you reevaluate yourself after that quarterly, those 90 days, and keep stacking forward. There's always something to be working on. So at this current time, I was focusing on just tension. So I was just like hooks. Yes, people might call that asshole, but at the same time too, at least I will say from my experience and being and speaking to a lot of like women, really attractive women as well, nice guys don't prevail long term. Yes, they do, but it depends. So keep this in mind. An asshole at the end of the day, someone that's just assertive, someone that just doesn't give a fuck and free from the outcome. Believe it or not, those guys are the ones that get these good-looking girls. It's just reality, man. That's just the way it is. We gotta face it. We gotta fucking embrace it. Simply, okay? So here I'm just working on my tension. And then that's what transitions to the bigger picture. At the end of the night, I ended up pulling somebody, but I'm focused on something. Now these 2 girls, as I said, and I'll back it up, I can pull any girl with the right amount of time. Yes, it's feasible, but you gotta have references. You gotta have the stuff like that. I'm deep in this game because I love it. Simply, both interactions I could have pulled. I decided I'm gonna focus on this. So if you're this guy that wants to just pull, well, this is not the video to pull, but if you want to build tension, you want to have a structure, then when you go out, just focus on one thing, and that's what I was focusing on here. It worked out well. Done, at ease, bam, stuff like that too. The second clip, the girl, well, I'm having an interaction with my assistant, we're talking and stuff like that, cool, you know, it's a girl, she's attractive. Same time too, it's like you gotta have a social standard when it comes down to if someone comes into your interaction, like, unless she says, go fuck me now, borderline, okay, she's still interrupted, but you know, if you can go have sex and hey, go fucking go get it in. But due to the fact that she interrupted something like that, to me, that's disrespectful. I would not probably do that. I would probably just wait until the opportunity arises, or if they're talking, just go on to the next set. If it happens and feasible, cool. If not, look, just at the end of the day, that was to me disrespectful that she interrupted my interaction, because I have a social standard and I'm not gonna put up with certain shit. And then too, as I'm working on tension, so I pushed, and then as I noticed, as you know, as I mentioned, I could have stopped that, but I just said, I'm gonna go, you know, I'm just gonna keep pushing. I'm still having my conversation, and she's still fucking there, and then that was it for the most part. And that's it, you know. So it's up to you at the end of the day what your goals are, but I highly suggest test the waters, have a structure. Okay, first of all, test the waters as in when you go out, try something different and stick with that for a certain amount of time. Me, what I did 90 days, and I reevaluated that, and then I keep moving it one thing at a time. That's it. So that's my structure. And as well, don't put up with anybody's shit, and just social standard, bro, all the way. Watching this vid, fuck it, that's it. You're gonna lose sets, but I'm telling you, you're gonna win a lot more. Okay, just keep that in mind. Anyways, off the top, basically, it was a good night. I learned from a lot from this, and now you know what this helped me to do. When I had a structure is when I had a hard time opening and I transitioned to leading and then staying in set and physical escalation, well, I got that fucking skill set down so good. So when I go into the next thing that I'm working on, I had that thing down so well, and the other ones prior that I don't go back. I just keep moving forward, and post it. Just like if you're focusing on opening and you go to a pool, you're gonna have a hard time. So just have a structure here, and that's what you saw here. It really helped me out too in day twos with girls. You know, I learned calibration. I saw where they were at. I know where, you know, if I messed up on certain things because maybe I didn't build sexual tension. So where you're gonna get good is being out in the field. Now, why did I brand myself as, you know, night game? Is because if you want to get good at night, you got to put yourself out there. That's where you're gonna learn the skill set where everything else is good. And that's the reason why this all leads to the bigger picture. If you're trying to just smash everything possible, have multiple girls, or build into a relationship, this is where it's all gonna start. So keep this in mind. Pay your dues. Put in the work, honestly. I'll leave you with this. I got a day 2 series coming up. It's pretty solid. It's gonna be fucking pretty intense. I'm already starting to film that. That's gonna be the next series coming up. That's gonna be a day 2 series, super legit, but we're not gonna release that until we hit the 10,000 subscriber mark. And it's not that I want you to subscribe, it's because I'm going all in. Let's build the channel. Don't help me. Let's help everybody on this community and put this out there so people can see what the fuck we're gonna do. As well as I already started building and releasing my live streams on a weekly basis. As well, if you're live, and we're only focusing on YouTube right now. So if you subscribe, besides us building until we hit that 10,000 subscriber mark on the channel, what's gonna happen as well is once we hit the 10,000 subscriber and we keep hitting it, it's a double whammy. You're gonna also get notification only if your push notifications on your settings on your YouTube channel is on. You're gonna see when I'm live, where if you can do a Skype call with me, boom, you're gonna see interactive instantly. Hey, shit, this guy's streaming right now, boom. It might be a last minute, it might be a couple days in advance, who knows, but I pop up as soon as if I'm feeling something comes up to mind, boom, let's set it up, and we're out. So keep that in mind. So if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe, because you're gonna get notification only if you're being set on your channel for the live stream, and then boom, we're gonna build that until we hit the 10K subscriber mark. Then the day 2 series, that moment we hit 10,000 subscribers, I put it down. That first fucking vid is going out, and from there it's gonna be consistent. So if we want it, and if you want it, I want it, because I'm excited that I'm already filming it, because it's gonna happen soon. So if you haven't subscribed, just you know what you have to do. Thank you for all the love and support. Contact information already is on my website. You already know, text, phone call, email, smoke signal, you name it, just do it. I'm here to help you. You already know. Comments you do have as well, do let me know. And if you like this video, let me know, like it. So I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for all the support, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.